Hello and welcome to Sunshine Fitness. My name is Sally. Today's exercise session is going to be seated to standing balance strength exercises. So this is all about helping us to move and transition from being in a place of being sat down to being stood up and working on those balance exercises with a chair. Really building up muscle strength in our legs, in our bottoms, and helping to strengthen joint areas, specifically around the hips, knees, ankles, as well as our feet. Okay, all you need for today's session is a nice sturdy chair that you'll be able to sit down on and stand up with and stand behind and hold, and some water. That's literally all you need. So make sure you've got some water handy and just your beautiful body. And we're going to get started. Okay, so we're going to start today with some toe and hand exercises. Okay, so a little bit of coordination going on here. Ultimately, as always, it doesn't matter. Just keep that body moving. Let's get it nicely warmed up, ready for the exercise ahead. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about moving. Okay, excellent stuff. And we're going to do some little taps. Tap, tap, tap. That's it. So pulling those toes back as you tap those heels forwards. That's it. Nice long fingers. Breathing through. And hold it there. And then we're going to twirl one foot round as we twirl our fingertips in one direction and then back the other way. Excellent. And we're going to change legs. Twirling round one way and then back the other. Excellent stuff. Okay, now let's just take some little taps here with the toes as we breathe in and out. That's it. Lovely. Breathing in and out. Superb. Okay, again, hands on hips, and this time just a little reach forwards with the upper body again as we tap those heels out. So a little bit of upper body movement. You're just tilting, we're not rounding, just a little tilt forwards as though you're just coming in closer to whisper to me how much fun you're already having. Excellent stuff. Okay, superb. Now with the feet, we're going to take them out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. You've got it. An earworm, that is. Okay, that's it. Out, out, in. And if you want to, let's change our leading leg and hand. Again, do not worry if your hands and arms are not coordinating here. This really is just about getting the body warmed up, ready for what we're going to be doing. Excellent stuff. Okay, superb. This time we are going to reach up and tap. Breathing in, reach up and tap, up and tap, up and tap, up and tap. Excellent stuff. Getting that heart rate slightly up. That's it. We want to get those joints nice and warm. Lovely. And last one. Excellent. And then just basically from here, we're just going to we'll put one hand on top of the other and just turn slightly to the side, back to the center. Turn slightly to the side, center. That's it. Lovely. Almost tapping those hands out each side and hold it there. And then we're just going to take one stretch up and another stretch up. That's it. Just getting the upper body ready to fire, ready to go. Lovely. Now we're going to go back to the legs with our hands on our hips. So we're doing that march again, and this time we're going to go march forwards and back. So wide and narrow, wide and narrow. That's it. This kind of light stomping in shoes, or if you're barefoot, although when we come to standing, if you are barefoot, you may want to pop some trainers on, is good for bones, okay? It's that thudding impact is actually quite good to combat things like osteoporosis, okay? It helps bone growth. Superb. Last one, and hold it there. Excellent. Hopefully you're feeling suitably warmer, and we're going to move into some sit to stand. So this really is about getting those muscles in our legs and bottoms nice and strong. Now we're sat up in our chairs right now. If you've been leant back against a chair, please sit up tall. Bottom walk forward. So bottom walking is just trying to lift your leg and lift your bottom as you go side to side. That's it. So you almost weight bear on one side as you come forwards. Bring your heels underneath your knees, okay? And we're gonna, just press into your heels, okay? So I'm not pushing myself off the chair, I'm just engaging that weight into my heels because soon I'm gonna push up. The key thing here is please do not look down when you go to push yourself off the chair. Watching me now, just watch. If I look down and I push myself up, I'm much more likely to topple over because of the momentum, and I will go where I'm looking. Instead, we want to keep those chins lifted. We're going to put our hands either on the chair, on our thighs, or if you're feeling particularly courageous today, across the chest. And we're just going to press, reach nose over toes, weight into the heels, and then press up, okay? And then I check that the back of my legs are touching the back of my chair, and then I slowly lower my bottom down, again trying not to look down at the floor, just so that we don't get any dizziness and any feeling of toppling anywhere. So let's get going. Heels underneath the knees, sitting up tall, hands on the chair, on your thighs or across your chest, chin lifted. Breathing in, press into those heels up, and then slowly down. Do relax through the neck. Excellent stuff. We're going for 10 here, folks. Stay with me. Lovely. Well done. Got 7 more to go. Squeeze the bottom as you come up. Strong glutes, which is your bottom muscles, are so important for being able to stand, okay? Without them, actually that's where people have got soft glutes, they actually can end up with lower back pain. So we're strengthening the bottom muscles so that we have a good standing posture and a strong lift off to come to our feet. We're doing 3 more. That's it. 2. And 1 more, and stay up with me this time. Lovely. Just pump your heels. That's it, because we're probably quite nice and warm now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the chair in front of me so you can turn around here and make your way to the back of your chair. That's it. If at this point you would like to stop for some water, please do. Okay, lovely. So, having the chair in front of you, so you've got a nice, just check it's not wobbling right now, that's it. Or you may have come to a work surface top, just somewhere that's of a nice comfortable height and you can see me clearly. Lovely. So, we are again, you can actually do all of these exercises seated. So we're lifting and lowering our heels. I'm going to move the chair to one side just so you can see my feet, okay? So holding your chair, lift and lower your heels. Lovely, excellent stuff. Brilliant, okay. So we're really talking about strengthening the ankles here, strengthening the feet. Superb. Take those feet slightly apart. Again, you've got the chair in front of you and just kick your heel towards your bottom. Okay, it doesn't matter how high you lift that foot, holding that chair in front of you. That's it, trying to stay nice and tall through the body. That's it. Lovely. So we're just lengthening down the front of our legs, strengthening into the back of the thigh there. Lovely. Okay, pause there. Now, we're going to move into some balance work here, okay? So you're lifting up onto your tiptoes and then lowering onto your heels. So lifting up and lowering down. So again, an area we really want some strength in is our toes. These exercises can be done with shoes on or without shoes, okay? But we're really wanting to weight bear into the toes or into the ball of the foot. Keep going, well done. This is really good. We're going to do one more, and I just want you to stay up here with me and pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We're going to do another 6 of those. So up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and pause with me again. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. From there, we're going to go into those toe raises now, trying not to stick the bottom back, trying to stay upright, but lifting the feet as much as you can. So this is important in terms of how we walk, heel to toe, heel to toe. So often our feet are just lazy and they will hang there. And so when we don't lift our toes up, they hang and we clip them on curbs and steps and all manner of cracked pavements. So these exercises are helping to strengthen and lengthen the calf muscle, the ankle joint, and also the toes. Lovely, well done. One more and pause there. Superb. Okay, again, heel jog that one out. Excellent. So we're going to do some of the exercises that we were doing when we're sat down. So you can do these seated or standing. We are just going to take the legs out and in, out and in. That's it. So again, you can do this with the chair in front of you. That's it. I'm doing it with a light stomp. That's it. I'm holding my tummy in. I'm nice and tall because this again is just great for the back. Posture, alignment is so good to make sure that our bodies and our hips are all in line and to help take the strain and stress off joints. That's it. Lovely. We're doing 3 more. 2. And make that your last one. Well done. Okay. So from here, we're tapping out some heel digs. That's it. Now, you should still be able to hopefully do this underneath your chair. That's it. At this point, if you want to, I'm going to put the chair in front. Maybe just reduce your grip to fingertips or to 2 fingers, okay? Depending on where you're at today with your balance. So you're just challenging yourself more, or even just one hand, okay? So just have a careful play around with that. Excellent stuff. Okay, now I'm going to put this back here. Keep going. We're going with the other leg forwards and back. So we did side to side. We're now doing forwards and backwards. Okay, so think about heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. That's it. Heel toe, heel toe. So we're doing it exaggerated here because again, when we walk, we don't want to shuffle our feet. So heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Lovely. Heel toe, heel toe. And hold it there. Oh, brilliant stuff. Okay. So what we are now going to do is some knee raises. So in terms of balance, I just want to lift up one knee and lower, other knee and lower. Now that's all I'm going to be doing. Now with the chair, that's going to be slightly difficult potentially with your chair there. So if all of you just turn your chair to one side, you've still got that grip on it, okay, with one hand. Other hand is out to the side to help you balance. That's it. So we're just aiming to lift the knee as high as we can. That's it. And as you lift the knee, lift those toes. That's it. Superb. Now we're going to do 4 on that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Change legs for 4, 3, 2, and change again. That's it. Brilliant. 4. Lift those toes. 2 more. Beautiful. Nice and tall in your backs. Breathing. 2 more. Excellent stuff. Well done. Just opposite heel lifts. That's it. So we've got the body moving. We're keeping it nice and warm, but we're just going to cool it down ever so slightly here. Superb. Breathing through. Excellent. Okay. So We're going to pop the chair back in front of us, and what we're going to do this time is a little squat with it. What does that look like? So again, we're strengthening the bottom and the legs here. Okay, so I'm showing you from the side. It's a tough audience. Okay, so gripping the chair, but not too tightly. That's it. What I'm looking to do is to drop my bottom down and then press up through my heels. Drop my bottom down. So these are really like the sit to stand, okay? And the key with these is to do the movement as though you're about to do a portaloo squat or a potty, I can't think what they're called in America. I think it's something like a potty stop. Anyway, not a fan of sitting on those toilets, I've got to say. And so you do very well to strengthen the glute and legs. So you just hover. And that's what we're looking to do here. And that's what helps with muscle flexibility, well, joint flexibility in the hips, knees, weight into those ankles, toes are slightly lifted if you can. We're doing 3, 2, and then just hold back with me if you can for 4, tummy in, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Any point you need to sit down, please do, okay? Take it easy. Excellent. So again, just lift and lower those heels, grab some water. Would you like some water? You look like you've been working out very hard there. Such a princess. Good work. Okay, excellent stuff. So now we're going to do a little bit of work in terms of coordination, because coordination, when we work on our coordination, it helps things like our reactions. We want to be able to react to a change in environment or a change in a situation and do that with an agility that keeps us on our feet and keeps us alert to what's going on, okay? So what we're going to start off with, again, you can have the chair, you can have it in front of you, maybe with the fingertips on the chair, because we're going to just do some knee lifts. So you need to have your knees slightly away from the chair or the chair to the side, okay? So we're going to do a little march here, okay? So we're just getting the knees up, and what we're going to do, just watching me, I'm going to turn and I'm going to turn. That's it. So this is potentially going to make me feel a little bit dizzy, but I've got the chair. Okay, so we're going to turn again, keeping my head up, feeling my way with my hands and back. Lovely stuff. Excellent. Okay, from here, we're going to step back. So you may have the chair in front of you or to the side. Step back. That's it. This is making sure you have nothing around you. That's it. Reaching back. Now this is a lovely lengthening through the calf muscle. Again, we want really nice long limbs that have stretch. We sit down a lot. All of our muscles tighten in our legs. So when we come to standing, that's why we find it hard to stand tall, because the muscles are so constricted. So with this exercise, we're lengthening muscles from our ankles up our legs, which is a great, great benefit. So we are going to hold this one back here, and with me, breathe in the opposite arm to the leg that is forwards. Bring them together, step back and lift. Excellent. You're going to change arms, change leg. Okay, so other leg is forward, reaching that arm up. This is a lovely long stretch down the front and back. Excellent stuff, superb. Okay, so we're going to start looking at the hips now. This definitely would be much, much easier with the chair to the side if you can. Standing tall, we're going to lift up, so standing on one leg, tummy in, tailbone tucked under, soft bend in the standing leg. We're going to lift the knee up and open to the side, in and down. So again, you can join us in a seated position with this. Please just be mindful of not just taking the foot out and in. We're leading with the knee. We're opening up that hip area, and we're going to do one more of these. That's it. Opening across the side of the chest and down. Moving through. Lovely stuff. Excellent stuff. Okay, we're now going to stay on the same side. We're going to lift the knee and extend the leg in and down. So again, all these exercises can be done sat in the chair. If you're standing, try again. Just the fingertips on the chair, a couple of fingers, or even hover the hand over the chair. Okay, so we're moving, balancing, and we're stabilizing. So many muscles around the ankle joint and in the feet right now are working really hard to keep us balanced and upright. Excellent. Rest it there. Have a breath or two, and we're going to change sides. Excellent. So just wiggle those hips out and off we go again. So this side, again, soft knee, tummy in, tuck that tailbone under, head up, lifting your knee and the arm. That's it. Lovely. So it's really nice to have this fluid movement with the arm and leg. You may feel a little like a dancer, that's brilliant, but we're opening up the shoulder, chest. 2 more. That's it. One last one, and please don't worry if you're going at your own pace. As always, something is always better than nothing. Loosen off the hip area. That's it. As we go into that stability strengthening around the ankle joint, keep that soft bend in the knee, tummy in, tailbone under. Lift up that knee, extend the leg in and down. And again, if you can, reduce your contact with the chair as you feel stable to, because it just makes your ankle and your feet work harder. Feel the toes making contact with the floor. We're going to do 2 more here. So they're working really hard to strengthen your stability. So that's what I mean. Imagine how much stronger your ankles are than when it comes to just standing and walking as a result of that hard work. Lovely. That's it. Just shift side to side. So good. Okay. Lovely. So now this time we're going to turn that foot out to the side. Okay. We're still building up stability in the legs. Okay. Nice and tall, soft bend in that knee. Now, I like to think of this one as your kicking position. So it's like you're kicking the ball with the instep of your foot. So you're turning your toes out, if you look down at them, 45 degrees, and you're going to feel this all over here. Okay, you're really working on a different set of muscles in the leg here. Trying to keep the leg long. It might want to bend up like this. So we're just trying to keep it as long as possible. And again, reducing that contact on the chair, head up, stare at something in front of you that doesn't move. And that helps act almost like another limb in terms of your sight, helping with basically a set of balance organs in the brain to stabilize our body. That's it, and relax there. I can really feel that. Okay, that's good. That's our hip flexors working really hard, okay? Strengthening, strengthening, strengthening. Wonderful. Other side. We're nearly done, folks. You're doing such a good job. Pull those shoulders back and relax the upper body. Turn your toes out 45 degrees. Soft bend in the standing leg. Light touch with the chair. And breathe. That's it. I actually find it easier on this leg. That's it. So often one side is a little easier than the other. So don't worry if that's the case for you as well. Lifting as far as you can. That's it. We're doing 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Excellent. Again, please just pedal out those knees. That's really good. And then just lift and lower on the heels. Superb. Okay, guys, that was brilliant. We are just about at the end of our 25 minutes there. So we're going to do a couple of stretches and then finish back on the chair. So take your chair in front of you. That's it. We're going to go up onto the toes and breathe in, lifting up one arm if you can. If you just take it to there, that's absolutely perfect. Don't worry. Otherwise, breathe in. Take your fingers over your head as much as you can and lower back down. That's it. Breathing in, stretching up and down. One more time, up and down. Lovely. Let's change hands. Up and down. Well done. Really lengthening through the arm, through the body, through the feet, and rest it there. Take your legs wide, tummy in, tailbone under. We're going to serve that cup of tea. Just drop your knees ever so slightly. Serve that cup of tea behind you. That's it. Keep that soft bend in your knees. Is that one biscuit or two? Depends how your day's going. Excellent stuff. And then we're just going to bend the elbow, reach up overhead, lengthening all the way down from the wrist to the hip. And then the other side, reaching up and down. Once more. And down. And up and down. Fantastic. Okay, permission to sit back down. Just take a moment, take it slowly. Legs contacting with the chair, making contact with the chair as you sit back down. Breathe in and out. Excellent stuff. That was a very good effort today, doing exercises to strengthen our balance from seated to standing. Close your eyes there. Oh, we have finished. And I'm going to pray for you. Father God, I just thank you so much for everybody that has joined us today on this video. I just pray, God, that you would bless them with strength, with joy and confidence in their bodies as they move around the world that you've placed them in, Lord God. Bless them and bless their friends and family. In Jesus' name, amen. That's goodbye from me and goodbye from her. We just about got away with that, Kitsune. Just got away with it.